Hi guys, OldRadioAl here. You know, my last couple of videos I've kind of, the last one was kind of in a joking way. The time before that was pretty serious. Talked about copyright laws and what exactly rights we have to be using the music that we use when we make our videos. And I want to put this to bed because I don't want to have a station, you know, I don't want to be ranting all the time and all that stuff. You know, I do this for fun, and that's what I want it to be. I want it to be for fun. But I'm going to just talk about it for a couple minutes here, and I'm not going to go into detail. You guys can look this stuff up for yourself. It's readily available. I mean, I'll show you what a couple of things I've found. Not everything, but a couple of things I've found. And it comes down to copyright laws essentially don't give us very many rights to use anything that we want to use as far as using music in these videos. This is the Copyright Term Extension Act, also known as, strangely enough, you're reading that correctly, the Sonny Bono Copyright Term Extension Act. As you may know, Sonny Bono, besides being Cher's creative partner and ex-husband and all that, was, you know, half of Sonny and Cher, a recording artist. So I guess he had some, I would say there was some conflict of interest in this enactment, but it actually occurred after his death. After his death, his wife Mary was appointed to his seat in the House, and she was one of the big proponents of this bill, which he initiated, giving different rights to copyrighted material. And the legalese of it is just, it hurts my head, but essentially it gives quite extensive rights to the artists, to their stuff. And the term, you know, the fair use thing that we use as a disclaimer really doesn't exist. Tell you something that is kind of interesting is they put a section in here for music licensing exemptions for food service or drinking establishments. And from what I've read, that was put in because that was the only way, because these people, the food service and drinking establishments, you know, proprietors, were very vocal opponents to this law, and the only way that they could get this law through was by making exemptions so that they can use music, you know, in their places of business. And there are very strict restrictions as far as size-wise, you know, of the venue and that kind of thing of what they can use. Basically, guys, you know, if you've got you know, I'll be dating myself with this, but it just seems apropos here, as if you want to form a Judas Priest cover band and you want to perform that in public, or God forbid record any of it, you'll be breaking the law. I'm going to go to Wikipedia, and I know Wikipedia is a site that's full of mistakes and all that, but I've found that this is actually a pretty accurate summary of copyright law from everything that I've read. The two things that are telling about copyright law are the aforementioned Copyright Term Extension Act, also referred to as the Mickey Mouse Protection Act, because Disney was a big proponent of this. They wanted to make sure Steamboat Willie didn't go into the public domain. That and the Copyright Act of 1976 really restrict use of, well, in our case, recorded music. Now, I said before that 1923, anything written before 1923 is public domain. Turns out that is accurate. There's another website. Works created before 1923 are public domain. However, that means the song is public domain. If you want to sing "Mary Had a Little Lamb," you're okay. You're absolutely within your rights. However, if you've got a record of "Mary Had a Little Lamb" and you play that record in public, you're breaking the law, because the rules governing, well, right there it says sound recordings fall under a different set of rules. And essentially what that means is, because the laws are so varied here in the United States, you know, the federal laws may not be the same as the state laws. So that's how, you know, all of this stuff is so restricted, because of state laws mainly. However, the federal laws do, it says right there, a series of federal copyright laws protect fixed sound recordings made before February 15th, 1972 until February 15th, 2067. 2067. And this part I don't really understand, but it says sound recordings after February 15th, 1972 are protected to varying degrees at least until 2043. So it depends on the circumstances, you know. These things are any sound recording in the United States is protected until at least 2048. So guess what? I don't give a crap, because I'm not going to be around in 2048. A lot of us aren't. So what I believe, and what the way that I'm going to proceed as far as my channel goes is, you know, these violations of the law, these copyright violations, happen on such a wide scale basis in our everyday lives, inadvertently for the most part, that I don't care. Am I going to stop playing the music that goes with these radios? No. And I don't want to discuss it ad nauseum. You know, I just don't want to do it. I want to keep things light, and that's the way I'm going to do it. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, this is the end of that, and I'm putting it to rest, and in the spirit of that, let's let it rip.
Hello, railroad. Is this the railroad? I want a one-way ticket down to Tennessee. I'm leaving immediately. Chattanooga, here I go. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga? Chattanooga choo-choo, right on track 29. Boy, you can give me a shine. I can afford to board a Chattanooga choo-choo. I've got my fare, and just a trifle to spare. You leave the Pennsylvania station about 3:45. Read a magazine and then you're in Baltimore. Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blowing 8 to the bar, then you know that Tennessee is not very far. Shovel all the coal in, gotta keep it rolling. Woo-hoo, Chattanooga, there you are. There's gonna be a certain party at the station in satin and lace. I used to grow funny face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'll never roam. So Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you do to me home? Hey, dear boy, yes, I'm coming back to Tennessee. Hey, big boy, yes, I want a one-way ticket on the Chattanooga choo-choo train. Hey, pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo-choo-choo? Right on track 29, my baby, I'll find, boy, you can give me a shine. Give me a very good shine. There's gonna be a certain party at the station, all dressed up in satin and lace. Oh, what a funny face. I used to call funny face. I used to call her just a funny face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'll never roam. So Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you do to me home?
We're gonna hit up a couple of different antique malls today, guys. This one is in Creve Coeur, another suburb. Let's see what they got in here. Something kind of cool. So Zenith, Cobramatic. I don't know how well you can see that. Record player, radio, and sitting on top of it are these Artie Shaw box set 45s. Kind of cool. $5.50. $10. This is another fairly big place, bigger than it looks from the outside anyway. Let's see what else we find. There's a 46 420, another Hippo. What a coincidence. RCA. $6X7, $25. And another 45 player. And over here, another Westinghouse. Clock radio. There's a Philco. A wire recorder. Finding a few things. Wow, $295. I promise you I didn't pay that for mine. 1947 Magnavox. Looks like it has a separate tuner for FM. Nice. Little Philco console. Look at that dial. It's a Philips. It's something I don't have, and at that price I'm not gonna have. Very pretty. Atmel transistor. Bosley.
Seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart and mind embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
making my weekly run to my favorite antique store, little Westinghouse. At Zenith, I've got one of these. The True Tone. And a GE. There's another little Zenith. Just never know what you're going to find. Must be a Westinghouse day. Another little Zenith. Kind of a cool Westinghouse. 24 bucks. Cabinet's in good shape. Like it's all there. A little different. Not bad. That's cool. Something kind of cool. Television troubleshooting course by Philco. Like a bunch of them are here. $3.50. Cool. Wow. Talk about someone delusional. Little Emerson plastic radio in very bad shape for $90. Hallicrafters S120. I don't know how well you can see it. There's a couple of cool little. It's a 1924 Crosley, model 51. And a model 50, 1924. Somebody else has been watching eBay.
When you gonna let me get sober? Leave me alone, let me go home and start over. Rambling around this dirty old town, singing for nickels and dimes. Times get rough, I ain't got
how appropriate. That's our one AM oldies station. Unfortunately, it only comes in during the daytime hours. Like, they cut back power at night, and I don't. It's just a fuzz then. But it's a cool station. Just let you know, I do get a little bit of radio reception here. This Philco seems to really be one of my better radios for picking up anything in this location. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up another one, and I wanted to put to bed, so to speak, all the copyright law stuff. You know, I didn't really specifically mention anything for our European buddies and you know, the rest of the world, because, you know, I don't know their laws. But everyone has some sort of copyright restriction on them. But, you know, we're gonna proceed until apprehended. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 11th edition of the Mashup videos, and I'll take you out with whatever's playing on the radio. Could be a commercial. That's radio.